You woke up this morning. Yeah, wake up, Lord Master. I know it's kind of early in the morning, but welcome to the Republic of Amalfi series. But that by the way, that phrase I just said, "we woke up this morning." That's the song I sometimes listen to before I start recording a video for typically a Crusader Kings video, especially the Republic of Amalfi series due to its southern Italian setting. Because, you know, that song "Woke Up This Morning" by Alabama Thream was the theme song of the Sopranos series, which I've watched about 3 seasons so far as of this recording. So it's an ongoing series I've been watching since August. Just one of my big influences in life, and also kind of indirectly led me to doing this Republic of Amalfi series because of its southern Italian setting, especially when it's next to Acera or Napoli and all that, because that's, how it is. But nevertheless, what we're here today is that on a previous episode, this brother of mine who I was supposed to get vengeance of, well, he's already been assassinated. Somebody beat me to it. And I felt that I was kind of left without a purpose. But, well, what am I going to do now, huh? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Do not antagonize your nephew. He's tired and he needs rest, because he's been stressed after he's had quite of a coordination ceremony. And is married to a French genius. A genius lady. Which makes me feel, you have no right to be jealous. Look, you are married to a genius. And tall, too. And plus, Avar women are more interesting because they are a bit of a mystery to me. And now we got my son and heir, Bernard. Which, of course, he has more Avar facial features than, say, a Greek or Italian or Germanic. But let me tell you, when that boy grows up, 2 more years and he be adult, he'll be the most interesting and smartest man in the world, because he's not only a genius, but he's also groomed and attractive. Women will fall for him very easily. And since he's going to have a martial education, let me tell you something. He's going to be every woman's dream and every man's nightmare. Well, if he had a little more intrigue skill, then maybe we can consider that. Well, it is time for him to introduce the heir to the realm. That's the first act. So Doge Hildeprand has finally introduced young Bernard at the Amalfi-Dun court in Amalfi as part of his continuing effort to groom the young man as his future heir. But the real question is, do I want him to send him away to the academy? Oh, by academy, I mean the University of either Bologna, or send him all the way to Oxford. I just hope he does well at court here. For now. Cut it out. And I'm going for a rulership focus for a while. So don't worry, there'll be big plans here. As he is growing older, I could see that Bernard could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Bernard. Gee, there's a good chance I could make him ambitious. I mean, let me see. What personality traits does he have? He has none so far, because he's only attractive, he's groomed, and genius. He'll pick up 2 personality traits for now. But if I make him ambitious, there's a chance he could become either stubborn or brave. Which is good, in my personal opinion. And there's a chance he could be a rival to Vassal and Doge. But I'll say, you deserve greatness. Go get it! And he is indeed ambitious. Yes, sirree. Sorry I pushed too hard, son. But you ought to respect me for this. Only because, I said so. Anyways. This is the daughter of Tassilo. Maria. Plus just one more year and I'll have a 10-year reign. And I'll switch to agnatic cognatic. So we're going to make some changes to this folk, and this will allow matrilineal marriage. That's the most important thing. Matrilineal marriage. We never had that in the Republic. Which, as a reminder from the previous episode, we got full status of women now. It took us a decade to remove the old restrictions that's finally had the effect of affected general opinion on women and in positions of power across society. Anyways. As Bernard introduced himself to Podesta Theodoros of Wadan, he not only presented himself with grace, but also managed to impress Theodoros by skillfully comforting him. I taught him everything he knows. That's my boy. And Bernard has become stubborn. Alright, fair enough. Recently, my Chancellor approached me with an idea of his own. As a matter of standing, he proposed to establish a solid link between one of his best acquaintances and myself, thus establishing a lasting alliance between our houses. The Landar is fully invested in making this work, and if I know my reviews, he'll be in for disappointment. But hey, I'm a socializer. So, by all means, go ahead. So, want to forge a new alliance? Bishop of where? That is in Swabia. What the? What? Hey, I gotta... I am good. I am socializer. I do know for a fact. I have a high diplomacy stat. I'm a bit arbitrary, but I'll just give it a shot. No sorry. The Bishop of Ischia is a renowned, godly, and learned vassal of mine. I'd introduce myself to Bernard. Rodold approached me with an offer. He is willing to spend some time teaching Bernard some of the more intricate parts of the Bible in exchange for my favor. Oh, well, it reminds me. No, never mind. Be quiet. Just say that anything for Bernard. Just give him a little more skills. That'll be useful to him. As Bernard introduced himself to another bishop, the Bishop of Nola, he not only accidentally spills the beverage all over his shoes, but manages to insult all of his ancestors. If he had any. That is known, but... What the fuck? Whoa, that's just cut short. It says one-time lovemaking. This character had recently had a quick choice with someone, most likely a stranger. They certainly enjoyed it, but who knows if their partner willing or not felt the same. And also had a saffron bath. What? They say that saffron bath is one of the best aphrodisiacs out there, if that is even your lover can afford it. It is said that Pharaoh Cleopatra used them recently, frequently. I mean, he is tall. He's a giant. He's lustful. Does he really have a lover? I mean, the modifiers do expire this year. Okay, but I could say, yeah, whatever you say about him, you sure told him. Okay, he's been intently watching as I meet with my master in the court when he's picked up from me. Let's hope for only good things. He picked up 2 intrigue! Yep, he is definitely going to be the man of the house. I am definitely sending him to the academy. Yeah, I'll take it. And he gets, 2 stewardship! Sorry I get overexcited. He's doing very well for himself. This is a success. It's serene province. Nice. Watch the chance of... I'm sure it's gonna be 1. You know, yeah, it's a 1. Alright. That deceitfulness part. 10 children, yeah, right, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, for now. Unhappy fired for council. Ah, get over yourself. I'll be sure to send you a little money. Last of my vassal left, Bernard looks relieved. He's obviously exhausted of all the formalities. I have been introduced like this, hopefully serve well in the future. I've done my best to groom him to a worthy heir. That also means sooner or later, he's going to be either diligent or temperate. He's going to be the best of the best of the best, sir. Anyways. Trying to think, what the heck else am I gonna do? Yeah, why not? I'm just only putting it there. Simply for the sake of it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that I wanted to do in the previous episode, but never had a chance to because of my evil brother died. There's ways of getting back at him. So I thought, well, you got a good number of children, including a few other sons and all that. Not a member of any society. No. I was thinking, hey, you got a very high stewardship skill. You should join the Benedictine order. Maybe you should go retire as a monk. But see, that's the problem. If I am going to retire as a monk, not only, you know, all that money, but also all these artifacts that I have to give it to him. That would take an eternity and a half. All the good things, too. But again, if he turned 16, I'd send him to the academy. And plus, I got a few bad traits. Retiring as a monk sounds like a good idea just to get out early, but here's one problem. You're cynical, and you secretly practice a faith. You shouldn't be doing that. And also, you're married. I mean, my son is secretly Slavic. I'm just thinking far out in my mind of, can we make this happen? And all that money that you have, what are you going to do with that? Put it on a campaign fund, of course. And him being a graduate of some university will give him more monthly prestige, making him more likely to win an election. And if you feel like you can go become a monk, then you need to get rid of that Slavic faith that you've been keeping secret with. Whereas he's secret to Slavic and he's gonna have a martial. I believe he has what it takes. You know what? Good idea! Join a Benedictine order. I got more learning skill. I mean, I got more stewardship skill than learning, so it's logical to go for this, because this is for stewardship. But if you want to retire, you would have to be equal graded 2. And all these following that must be true, and one of these must be true. Yes. All you have to do is get rid of your cynicism, which is something that I've been having trouble with as of late. Yeah. Join up the monkhood. Attain stewardship. And oh, and by the way, have that old monastic bloodline. See, gain more devotion in monastic societies from that old saint. Yep. Long time ago. What a great man he was. Whereas I feel that that I could do a lot more. I mean, the first thing that you should do is donate to charity. Here's your devotion right off the start. And you need to wait 3 years and retire as a monk when he gets out of the academy. Yes. It's a fine idea. Why didn't I think about that earlier? Well, you're already charitable, so... Yeah. Someone presented me with a large gift of oregano. Looks like we will eat a lot of that for a while. The real question is, as long as there ain't any diseases up in Bologna. The efforts of my chancellor were great during the last year in order to establish alliance between my house and Falco. That's destiny would have it. All ended a great meeting for me, and a lasting bond was established. Long live our alliance! For 10 years! No, don't even think about it. Anti-martial, it helps. Corvallis is bright. I didn't know you were slow. Let's give it here. Bernard, trained diplomat. He's a trained fighter and a trained diplomat. That's good to know. Theodora is attractive. No. His learning is up. Gotta do something with that money anyhow. The conversion of the Gaistan tribe to the Orthodox faith. Amgar of Canaan. Bernard, skilled fighter. He can handle himself very well in a fight. Oh, and by the way, knowing that you're gonna be the warrior type kind of guy, it's chainmail armor. Just gotta equip you so you can take care of yourself when you go to the academy. Butchering, fishing at Versa. God dog it, but enough with the search. You get to work as long as it provides a bit of income. News has arrived about the migrants of Acera. Seems they're in the process of being assimilated by the culture and religion problems. The size of the group getting smaller. They're fully assimilated. You don't have to deal with these problems anymore. Here's the Langobard lances across. To be honest, I should also give him this armor as well. Yeah. It's a better version. For the good of the Republic indeed. Now he can take care of himself. Oh yeah, they're still around. Over there. Segregation still. The Order on God cares much for the souls of our members. As such, we'd like to advise you to go on a pilgrimage, since you have not yet done so. Pilgrimage. Here it is. I shall go on a pilgrimage to seek God's grace at one of the holy places of Christianity. Start making travel plans. Seek a saintly burial site. I've been to, we went to St. Augustine and then went to St. Patrick of Ireland, but I've not gone to Antioch to see the grave of St. Christopher. Wish I could go make on a pilgrimage to go see St. Raphael, but I guess that's not an option because you live here. Human, just sickly. The journey to Antioch has been planned for a while. Despite the mild climate of Syria, it has to be properly prepared for long trips like these. I am excited to finally be on my way and to find my destiny as I search for the final burial place of St. Christopher. An exciting journey begins. He's the owner. Bernard is a tough soldier. Well, it's the best he could do. And he also picked up the temperate trait as well. Is it possible that I can? Yes, I can. I can only send her to Bologna, but not Oxford. Am I banned from Oxford or no? Or is it just too far away from here? Do you have any contacts with anybody that lives over there? Oxford, dummy, do you know where that is? Here. Yes, you have interactions with those in Oxford, which is currently led by the King of Mercia, a despot of Mercia. Greeks. Anyways. Okay, belong it is then. Plus, you will no longer be designated there for the time being, but I think you have what it takes. You better equip these, if you know what's good for you. And don't let anybody steal from you either. Or I could send you to the Imperial Academy for a more advanced education. But I don't want you to introduce that fancy Chinese philosophy to mumble jumble here. In Italia, that's considered nonsense here. I was off to go be a student. So have fun over there. You go over there while I'm going to Antioch. My former ward, Bernard, has finished his education. Our final discussion, we talked about following the rule of Saint Benedict and trying to prove oneself in the eyes of God. Try to encourage him to do this himself, and he has attempted to take my advice. I wonder if he's made any progress. I shall ask him how well is it going. Bernard came and told me about how he strived to follow the rule of Saint Benedict and become a better man. He talks about vigorously of all his prayers and time spent doing penance in his strive to come closer to God. Seems to have great success. I knew he could do it. Meanwhile, I've come across another group of pilgrims, also traveling to Antioch, to ask for the blessing of St. Christopher. Traveling together could be beneficial and safer, though probably somewhat slower. Friendly company, that sounds like a nice change of pace. Talking to people, getting to know them is something I really like. I've gained a gregarious trait. Please get rid of cynical or arbitrary. Got rid of arbitrary. Good. These days have been long, but nice and temperate. By my own estimates, I should be halfway to Antioch. I am not used to long hikes like these, but it's been a nice change of pace. Wonder what awaits me in Antioch. I've come across a group of caravans filled with the laughter and joy of a group of traveling entertainers. As days turn into night, I enjoyed the company of the group. A particularly beautiful woman is teasing me and invites me to stay in the night. What kind of a man do you think I am? I'd rather be chaste. I'm fine with my family and my children. Plus, I'm getting old. That's another thing. Also, I don't have the chase trait anymore, so never mind what I just said. All of a sudden, I find myself in Antioch before I know it. It's been a long journey through the wilds. To once more see people is a nice change. As I walk through the city streets and compare to my homeland, I consider all the differences between the two. I should find my way to the burial site of St. Christopher as quickly as possible. That's what I'm here for and all. Wonder what the grave would look like. I don't know. A grave. Still under the control of the Caliphate there. He's the heir because... Oh, what the heck. Tassilo's got a pet cat, but now he's a crazy cat lord. He surrounds himself with an alarmingly large amount of cats. The burial site of St. Christopher is a large one in the middle of the square in Antioch. If you had a look, would probably seem to care much. I could see the couple of other pilgrims, like myself, standing around the grave looking somewhat flustered. Yet happy, I can relate to them. As my journey finally reached its conclusion here in Syria, I take a long time to pray before the gravesite. was. Isn't that it? Was this it? What a disappointing end. This is probably what I get for being this cynical. I am bringing Corvallis to the local monastery today, where there he meets with many of my brothers and sisters doing penance who greet him politely. As we leave the monastery, my son says, "Go with God." That was all he meant today. I'm very proud of his attitude and the ways to think better. He's an excellent student. A large shrine dating back to antiquity has recently been unearthed in Adversa. Made of stone, its survival a testimony to its strength and sturdiness. As this shrine was found in territory belonging to me, I have a say in what should be done with it. While it's not large enough to be converted to a modern temple, perhaps it might have some other use. A lot of commoners use the stones for their own purposes. A famous bard named Gertrudis has arrived at my court. Lured by my family's generosity towards all arts craftsmen, she hopes to join my court and offer service such an illustrious patron of the art as I am. Yeah, you're welcome. It's been a long journey. I finally start recognizing my homeland once more. The woods and the streets are all, and the people are all familiar. I start smiling to myself. It's nice to be home. Just one more street and I am there. Praise God. Ah, yeah. Just help me get rid of cynicism, that's all. That's the only negative trait that needs to be rid of yet. Again, genius, groomed, attractive. It's only ambitious, stubborn, tempered, and humble. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dawson's very high, but it's not time yet. Be sure to give away artifacts every once in a while. He's using the weapons and armor too. Good. He should have enough combat skill that should he develop any rivalries from the university, he'll beat him up. He'll be a rowdy one. While walking down the hallway, I've come across one of my servants who's been suffering from heartbreak recently. As the one they are in love with does not feel the same way, I asked them how they are doing. They say a friend suggested to drink a concoction of certain herbs and spice to help soothe the heartache. Or this concoction expensive for a commoner. This is my chance to lose the cynical trait. I offered to pay the concoction. Nope, you didn't lose it. Eek. This is what I get for being cynical. Quiet, you people. I rule the Republic of Amalfi here. Rather keep loyalists. Speaking of loyalists. I think I'll just skip confession and don't say anything. Alright, who's negative towards me? Ah, you. Have some money yet? Shut your mouth. Women can inherit, but only if there are no eligible heirs. And it's also agnatic cognatic. Which means that... No, I don't see any daughters of mine that are eligible to rule the Republic. You would have to make it absolute cognatic to make that happen. Which, of course, it might screw up with the whole, thing. I don't know. Trying to think. Trying to think. Think. I had something else in my mind, and I lost it. Is he risen, really? That's a question. And I'll need people to ask. Reader of the Legends. Huh? What? They finally got a city. It's the Republic of Sirt. You built this city. I am a bit afraid of what's going to happen should he successfully take the title of the Holy Roman Empire, which means, the territory goes to him and leaves the Republic. Yeah, he'll leave the Republic. But he's not going to turn into a merchant republic now, would he? I'm rather concerned because it's not a good idea to stop him. A party of soldiers flying the banner of the Prince Bishop has reached a set-up camp in the middle of the field belonging to a farm in Amalfi. What are you doing over here? Stay in Kotor. What are you doing over here? According to the farmer, the campfire was spread out of control and the entire crop was reduced to ashes. He brought the matter before Micro and demands compensation. Hey, wise guy. You better compensate that farmer. Put you in the negative money. I am no longer content to rest on my laurels. The problems in my face in my Roman legion. And clearly no one can fix them but me. Actually that's not excellent. Ambitious is another trait that you should not have. God dog it. You got a smoker's ring. Okay, I'm not ambitious, thank goodness. It'll be different. That means one day, Monte San Angelo is going to become Amalfi-town territory. How about a non-aggression pact? So that way no one will attack you. I'm having a debate with this boy. This boy has no idea what he's doing. And debated aggressively as a guaranteed victory. The High Chief of Severia? The spiritual retreat. Sounds good. A spiritual retreat in Russia? No. Severia. Oh, good God. Severia is over there somewhere. There it is. Severia. have to thank my courts over time spent with High Chief Severio. Mutual spiritual beliefs increased our understanding of each other. Now we could forge a peaceful path together for our realms. As that wasn't not enough, I found a new friend. There you go. Non-aggressive pack of monsters sent down to us. He's heir to the Latin Empire for now, but when he returns, hiding, still in fatigue. Please, I don't want to lose him. And these guys have a habit of not having much in the way of children. But please be patient. I'm sure once they're out of the siege and everything, they will have children. And if he dies and my son goes to rule the empire, I am boned. Unless I tell him to drop out of here, and then I'll name you designated heir. But he hasn't picked up any traits yet, so please be patient. Today I visit one of my vassals. While there, both dined on a delicious sponge cake. At least was delicious, both had nearly choked on eggshells. Now my vassal's highly embarrassed by his cook's inconvenience of cooking with eggs. It's no matter. Things happen all the time. I even took moderation of not having any eggs. That was my nephew. Died a sickly infant. That happens. If I was even more of a cynic, I would have been saying things like, "That's a shame." Jackass way of saying it. I don't want to hear it from you. Especially now that my daughters have the ability to have matrilineal marriages. Correct. Everybody's good looking. Wish you were a genius. Just read him Slavic legends. It's someone to study, seems to read him in the legends. First, the visually see, but my choice patch was a good one. Soon he hung on my every word. My eyes round as full as the moon as I put the tone away. He bombarded me with questions and kept talking for hours. Alright, he's Slavic too. In secret. Portrait fisheries finished. The blessed has passed. Oh yeah, I remember this man. He was a nice guy. But is he really worth to be a possible saint in this future? But blessed be his name. Give Landa a chance. I like Landa. Just can't wait for my son to return from the academy. Small migration's gone, no more migrant problems. That I cannot wait for him to be graduated from the University of Bologna. And then when he returns, I am going to... Woohoo! I am going to make him a designated heir. I'm going to put all my money in there and then retire as a monk. I'm going to retire a happy man. You got it. The Bible will most definitely be my foremost companion. I'm gonna be darn spittin' happy. Now, I should take a vow of celibacy because I'm old and I'm sure my wife is. Oh no, she's still at the childbearing age. Hey, wait a minute. There's another thing. You should take a vow of celibacy now. You can't retire immediately. Look, you're youngest. That means you gotta wait 10 more years. I just realized that just now. Right. Just remembered. As long as nothing bad happens to him. Or anyone else for that matter. Forget about the children thing. Just try to pledge peace to your vassal. Little jihad over there, but... Crud, crud, crud. Flamboyant schemer for you, so... I can handle 4 more years of Corvallis, but I can't handle 10 more for La Missile. La Missile. It's almost like I ought to get rid of that boy. Don't even think about it, man. It's screwed up. Don't even think about it. I mean, I'm not talking about commit the murder, but if you kidnap the son and then you put him in the oubliette, then nice. And you won't get the Kinslayer trait for that. Sounds good, eh? I did not approve of what he said. It was vulgar and inappropriate for that situation. I did not say anything for that. Just please remain content. The Amalfian town of Scala is famous for its region for its chestnuts. Frequently, festivals celebrating the chestnuts are held there, and I had a good vote to town recently. I wanted to meet and understand the commoners. Still not content. Which again? Why are you even? Maybe I should have done it way earlier with the whole Monastic Society thing. But in the meantime, give the artifacts away that you are not equipped with. So tall and handsome is Ansa. Here, I'm not using that. But remember, your only obstacle left is cynicism. This will help you. I just need him back as soon as possible. That's my main concern. close friends with the bishop. Which again, my only concern is, oh, he doesn't have the learning skill to learn how to use a handgun. Would be nice, though. I haven't used this in a while. Here's another book, just to increase your learning skill. It's a Bible. It's an illustrated Bible. Just to help you with that a little bit. Unless it's something that's beyond you. Yeah. Oh, look at this blonde guy. Quiet. Formidable fighter is Ansa. Yeah. No, you can learn on your own. You'll do fine. Now to do something with that money. These hospital buildings. And we'll make it all back in a few years. I'm just preparing for the future, that's all. Yeah, he'd be carrying all the weapons. Dang, at 19 you came back already? Wow. My son has returned from the University of Bologna with radiant letters of recommendation. He has obtained unparalleled knowledge of the human body that could save all but curses sent by God. God be praised. He's better than me. I'm a renowned physician. He's a master physician. He studied the human body and can be counted on to save every possible life. God be praised. I didn't know you were with him this entire time. Now give me a moment. You are now the designated heir of our son. Is that correct? Well, here's the problem. I wanted to be him, but they say no because it still says brother. Seems we're at an impasse. Because he says there, but he's still heir to the empire and the kingdom and all that, but that man needs to have children. Refusing sexual advances, god dang it. You just have bad luck of love. I wonder why you're so fatigued. Because you're always off fighting wars. And plus, you're going to get yourself killed eventually. Sword from heaven? What? Here it is. A sword made of metal fell from the sky. Some say it's a gift from God. Came from Duke Zotto's Raymond. It's passed on and all that. Well, ain't that something? Ain't that something? Well, gonna have to start putting money into a campaign fund now. And no matter how much it's gonna cost me. Well, it's gonna need a lot more than that, obviously. Hmm? Okay, well, take some of that out. If it's the will of the Blessed Virgin. Don't worry, you got plenty more years. Until you get elected. When I retire. And I know what I'm going to do about this child of mine. We're going to kidnap. Yes, I'm going to kill my own son. Murdering my own son will not do because it may give me some sinful traits. Not a good idea. But this is a good idea. Most of them are saying, oh, come on, Hildeprand, kidnapping your own son? What is the matter with you? And all that. However, me, I don't care. You're gonna help me with this, no matter what. Just simply want to kidnap him, put him in the oubliette, and therefore he's done. And in a couple of years' time, when he turns 16, then everything is all good and happy. And then I will retire as a monk, of course. But I still got artifacts to give away. But of course, it wouldn't all matter until, you know, he's out of that line of succession of the Latin Empire and all the other titles. Since you got a very good mind about everything, how would you like to be the court tutor? Oh, actually, it doesn't get prestige. Never mind then. Greedy? Son, let me give you some spiritual guidance. You should not be greedy. No. No, you shouldn't. But I will continue to give these artifacts away. And you know how to use a handgun, do you? Well, it's time for you to start. And Radius Astronomicus. Do not forget about that thing too. It gives you the passive effects. You're not a member of the Monastic Society, but you're a smart kid, so you'll know what. Unfortunate. You got a son. Nordput. Again, I'm still confident that the Emperor's gonna have a child, and then you'll be out of line. And then you'll be back to being designated heir for good. Keep in mind that campaign fund is going to Thessalonica, so hold the phone here. Get all that money back. We can't even guarantee if it's gonna be him. Need to pay attention for such things. Yeah. Conte of Monte San Angelo. So you have a claim on that. No. I like it in that current state of, you know. Okay, still very confident. Plus, giving him all these artifacts of more monthly prestige may help him win the election. Should the Emperor have a child. And at the same time, God, if get rid of that cynical trait. I don't want to murder my own son. I simply want to kidnap him and then take it to the prison, and then he dies in there. So that way I can retire as a monk early. Doesn't that make it so hard? Do I have to buy a favor out of you? Is that too much to ask? Oh, of course, who could forget this thing? This will help you to have children of your own. And also to make sure that my wife gets divorced, we need a cooperative pope. Despite the free investiture and all that. Visiting a monastery, which my orders convened this time, join my fellow lay members and dutifully perform in all tasks required of us. In the evening, after a hard day's work, the abbot gathers all the visiting lay members and reveals the monastery's greatest treasure, a great relic that's safeguarded here for many generations. Let's celebrate its glory. I'm paying. May never know that it'll give me a nice thing. Donate to charity, you got it. Ow. Some of these works. Heir to the kingdom of Thessalonica. Thessalonica. Oh, he's got a daughter. Heir to the empire, but the kingdom is agnatic. Still Bernard. Crud. Crud, crud, crud. Which means that emperor needs to have a son in order to, I mean, he got lucky with the daughter, but he needs to have a son. So Bernard can get back in line. As I said, for God's sakes. Why don't the emperors ever have children over there? What's going on over there? Diseases and all that? Yes, no longer cynical. Patron of the relic. Can't excommunicate a child. What's the matter with you? Oh. Oh boy. I could frame it. Make it look like a bad person, and then people were more likely to join the kidnapping. You got it. Now I decided to frame my youngest son, Lamiso. It is time to establish a strategy to pursue my objective. I could reach as many people as possible to smear and frame my target, increasing my chance of success, but also increases the chance of discovering who's behind the plan. Or I can use discretion, contact less people, making myself less visible to him. I'll pursue my objectives aggressively. That boy don't know what's coming to him. Soon the Emperor will have a son, sooner or later, and you can get back to being a man who's gonna, you know... Gosh, I don't know anymore. It's just I'm a bit greedy. Gritting my teeth for this. Because if it's not Bernard, then it will be Corvallis then. I mean, he's fine too. But is he the one getting martial education? Yes. But he's not as well skilled. And all the artifacts I'm giving him away is just... I don't know. I recently had the opportunity to advance my objective of framing my target by approaching a group of clerics and weave my web of deceit around the plot, and I want to blame my target for. For a long time I exposed my ideas trying to sway this group of priests to point of view, even presenting fake proof to underscore my points. The clerics don't seem very impressed by my efforts. It doesn't look like it. But I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to make him look bad, so that way people won't like him, and then they'll join the kidnapping plot. So we could put him in prison, he dies in there, then I can retire as a monk. If the Emperor were to have a son over there. Recently I had the opportunity to advance the objective of freeing my target by approaching a group of secret agents and weave my web of deceit around the plot I want to blame my target for. Yeah. This one is successful. By golly, they did it. Oh. There's Monte San Angelo. You need help with something? Because that's a bad man they want to come after you. I told him to, you know, diplomatic advancements. A group of diplomats, and was successful too. The local Saint Driver was an inspiration in many ways. Wish I could live up to him. Lately I visited his tomb a lot, and I listened to tales of his miracles throughout his life. I'll live up to his ideals. I actually struggle because I noticed he has a bit more martial skill than the others. Alright, we framed him. Ha! You got framed. You got framed. Calm down, you man-child. Here's your chance to arrest him. No one will give a damn. That's what I wanted. No need to kidnap him now. Tyranny. Family member affected negatively. Come on. I could tell him to banish him, which... That's pretty close, actually. Yes, it's a bit negative on that. Perhaps it needs some convincing. No need for that now. Now, anyways. Yeah, just help me with the vote. Yes, banish him so... No, wait, no. He has... His life must be ended because... It says... Any child is not an adult. That's another obstacle. He needs to be dead. I don't think execution would be wise either, because it'll make me a kinslayer, and kinslaying is bad, but it does not say it in this part here. No. It's just you have a damaged reputation, that's all, and it'll make you look bad, even in a Catholic church. Well, the only logical option... No! Don't commit murder! I'll give you bad traits again. Yeah, you're the opposite going away, so... Mind if I request your counsel support to my wife, so you'll definitely support me no matter what. I already got enough loyalists that I would hope for. What say you? He's sturdy instead. Okay. Now, what say you, the oubliette for my youngest son here? He ain't gonna live. He's just a boy. He's been framed. There. So he's gonna be out now, so it'll only be a matter of time before he dies in prison, but yes, I know, imprisoned your child, but let me tell you, that's because I want to retire as a monk. Yes, I'm aware. And I'm a nice man. And she's not a good person. Look at her. She's a cynic. Fine, you'll have it, but only to improve relations. Ah, there you are. Okay. It's good. So, all we needed is a few things from him. And I will get rid of the investiture if that's what you want. Good lord. But I fear it may not be enough. But free investiture, well, may have to switch that to back to religious head investiture. If that's what he wants, if we can't get this divorce settled. If that's what he wants, of course. Thank you very much. So freaking anxious. Scholar. Oh, actually, you can be the new marshal. You be a loyalist because you are, I mean, 100%. You sure? You loyalist? Hmm? No, you're not. But I'll tell you who is a loyalist. Her. Kinswoman. Really? It's been a long time since there was a pirate raid. Don't answer that. Total victory. Courtesans and whores of Acera, gaining fame throughout the world for their beauty and skills in lovemaking. This doesn't particularly reflect well on the morale and reputation of the local inhabitants, much less myself. At least it's provided a bit of an economic boost as more travelers coming from afar seeking to partake of the pleasures to be offered. Disgusting perverts and whores thinking of only worldly pleasure. This is coming from a former cynical man. Hey, come out of hiding. I'm Might as well get promoted then, since while I'm still around. A prominent nobleman was injured severely. A physician was called to perform emergency surgery on him. However, the nobleman died nevertheless. Some of the nobleman's relatives claimed the physician botched the procedure, but the physician and other learned men claimed the surgery had a low chance of success to begin with, and they come to me for judgment. Oh, hell. As a renowned physician, I say he did nothing wrong. The injury nobleman had, you know. Trust me, I'm a doctor. What's he doing over there? At war, of course, dealt with a peasant revolt. Oh, you got her pregnant again. Hope for a son. I'm nervous. You got a son. He's the heir to the Latin Empire, Thessalonica, and all that. Okay, son, you are heir to the Republic of Crete. Yes! We got him back! Heir to the communes and baronies and all that. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Now we gotta put all our money in this campaign. Don't give them any chance. 3,000. There you go. Save some. Because all of them are too young. Bunch of youths lately. Him included. Oh gosh, pneumonia. Severe illness, but successful treatment. Get well soon. Hate to lose you. As I'm getting old here. Well, we're trying to improve relations with the Holy Father himself, but I don't want to commit no murder, but if all else fails, you need effective spy master to get rid of her. She does have some intrigue, but she ain't, you know. Think. All we need to do is wait for him to die. Now I could start giving away more artifacts. All of it to him. All of it. Even the ones that I have equipped. Thank you very much. I am preparing to retire as a monk, so you will have all the artifacts to yourself. Nothing can change that now. And if I die suddenly like a natural death, good. You have one rival and one friend during your entire time. Don't you worry. I'm gonna give you everything that you needed. There's been a large increase of pilgrims trying to see the burial site of the local St. Raphael here in Amalfi. So many people's prime opportunity to talk to them about my own pilgrimage. I already have the gregarious trait. Don't I? Yeah, you still have it. I'm going to retire rich. That's what I'm going to do as a monk. Retire rich. uh... Well, let me tell you, bro. I cannot believe I'm telling a bedtime story to one who I put in over yet. Well, let me tell you about the adventures of the apostles and how one of them ended up in prison and died there. The end. Calm down, Lord Master. This is probably by far the most despicable act you've ever done in this series. Not even since the days of Masone, which that guy was basically our own version of Tony Soprano. There's the Sopranos reference again. Now. Get away all the artifacts to you. So that way I will plan my eventual retirement. When my child dies, my wife gets divorced and or die too. And then you'll become the Doge at the young age. And then, and only then, you will rise up in the rank. And then you will get to do good stuff for the Republic of Amalfi. Haven't been this excited in years, to be real honest. When I say years, I mean game years. I'm going to retire rich, and there is nothing that my harpy wife can do about it. And I hope you die of stress. I like how you called her a harpy, as if she made a lot of noise. Sins regarding, let me see, lustful, greedy. Actually, it does not say envious. Hold on, if I do commit a murder against my child or my wife or anything, it does not say cruel, it does not say envious, nor arbitrary in that. Oh, okay. But if you're gonna murder somebody, it better be your wife. I mean, at least it's immediate effect. And you don't need a divorce for it. You can just retire and get on out of here before they look at you more negatively. Well, then what happens if you get murdered? Well, it happens. I will perform the murder after I give all these artifacts to the nun, as I will dedicate more time reading the scriptures. And I am not ending this episode until all this is finally happened, until he finally becomes the Doge. This could end in two ways. Hey. Go improve relations with the Holy Father. What the f are you waiting for? Well, you could stop with that death talk now. She died of severe stress. Do you know that? Feel relieved for once. No need for that free investiture change. Back to religious. Okay. That's step one. We got one more step remaining. We just need to wait for this child to die. Oubliette. And if he doesn't die, like say, in 2-3 years' time, I'm going to murder him. And I don't care if I become a kinslayer. I'm going to retire as a monk anyway. And I'm going to retire rich. But continue giving your artifacts away. Do not pick the ambitious, seamless robe of Jesus. It's tempting, but don't do it. Just remain that you are a patron of the relic. Build a church? No, don't worry about that. I'm actually going to be retiring soon. As a monk. To live just like you people. Please, my celebration. These sacred texts illuminate me. Such good ancient wisdom. We got a couple of more artifacts to go, so... Oh yeah, don't forget the body parts of the bones of the Saint Valentine of Rome. Time's running out. I say time's running out because that death sentence may be coming up for the boy. And I don't care about arranging no marriages. As I said, I'm gonna retire rich. Filthy rich. Yeah, that's my pension. And if Bernard takes over, and he'll be the greatest warrior that the Republic of Amalfi has ever known. That's what I predict in him. I see a lot in him. He'll be a well-managed guy. Oh, and there's a skull of Saint George. How many skulls of saints do we have? For the good of the realm? Oh, that only affects me, but not the Republic. Yeah, for the Republic. Even though I'm going on retirement soon. There's another one. What? Why did you do that? What did he ever do to you? Are you just that bitter because you're not going to get what you want? You're going to prison for this. But I'm not putting you into oubliette. I could banish you so you don't get in that line of succession. I mean, you're my brother, I mean... Yeah, tell him, just get out of my country, you murderer. Don't you go murdering other people in the Republic. Some say that's not really a harsh sentencing, but tell him to get out of here. He's gone off to the Holy Roman Empire, which... Oh my goodness. Somebody who was from that patrician family now rules the Holy Roman Empire, not the, Republican parts and all that. Wow. That's amazing. Anyways, let's not get distracted. Just give him everything. I can convince him to stop. It appears that my call for peace and unity fell on deaf ears. He is too inconsistent and arbitrary to care for my own words. Well, that's because he is a terrible person. He's possessed and everything. I'm still gregarious. 5 more to go. Should name that designated regent. Oh, I know. How about, what's his face? No, not my son. About that wife of his, daughter-in-law. Dang it. You'll be one for intrigue. You already have a saint's figure bone, so I'll keep that for myself, to be honest. So, that's one artifact I'll keep, because you already have a saint's figure bone. There. There you have it. Alright, step 1. You can stop this secret faith nonsense. Whereas Bernard is going to remain secretly Slavic. I'm going straight to hell for this. Picked up cruel and arbitrary. Because you need to get rid of it. It says any child that is not an adult, but as you can see, Corvallis is all grown up. Oh, and also go send him to the academy so you don't hear it from him until the foreseeable future. I'm gonna go kill my own son, and if it's suspicious circumstances, as if it's not revealed, good. But if it's revealed, oh well. You're gonna retire stinking rich anyway. You got rid of arbitrary, but what other tree would you lose? I didn't see what I just lost. I think it may have been temperate. Finally, I was able to be alone with Lamy, so as some simple delicacy and improving exquisite taste, I discreetly dropped the deadly poison on his dish, placed it close to him, and just have to wait. Smiling as he asks me to try to poison one first. I excuse myself as running as fast as I can. My victim may try to kill me while I'm close. God damn it! It's a sigh of relief that nobody has realized to come after me. Okay, good. Just hurry up and get rid of him. He's framed, you know. Okay, the attempted murder person, he's like, here, here's the food. He's like, why don't you try it first, father? I'm like, he knows. And let's just take revenge. I believe that's, yeah, that's here. I don't need that. Thank you very much. I shall seclude myself in prayer and meditation. Didn't know I have a hairstyle almost like a monk's. How about that? Get a newfound respect for the hermits of old. My time spent fasting and praying seclusion has done me good. God has helped me straighten my mind. I resolve to be a better man. Hey, Spy Master. Help me with this. This is a guaranteed to work plot. We cannot screw it up. Yeah, I failed to murder, but does not have a modifier until this coming August. The gift. I take this small gift to use in improving the conditions of first as you please. Be thankful for a servant who has always had such a soft spot for the suffering of peasants. Return now to your province under my protection and gather the fruits of my largesse. I have spoken to peasant leaders looking for me for guidance. The joys of charity. Glad you people are loyal to me, but you need to stick together with me because, well, we're gonna get rid of them once and for all. Cleansing through fire. During discussion with some fellow lay members of the Benedictine Order, I mentioned dusty old tomes I store in the library of Amalfi. Most of the contents hardly intelligible. I scoff, and the eyes of my peers. One should not take writings of Lucifer so lightly, my lord. I still have these? No. Well, this sounds a bit excessive. Don't do that. I'm going to be taking them with me. Why can't I give those away? Because he's not a member of the Hermetic Society, that's why. So that means... Oh, and the warehouse artifacts too. And that useless thing. Yeah, me. I am banging myself at the knee. It's like, hurry the up. What's so hard about taking revenge of another? You know, this coming August, I'm gonna get another shot at him. Countdown is on. If you don't get this pot together prior to August 11th, I'm gonna do this myself. You got that? Wait a minute, Roth. No, it doesn't say that here. Good. I mean, at least spend something before you go. You know, something to improve the domain. Come on, hurry up. August 11th is coming. Alright. Attempt number 2. Whoa, Corvallis. Stone of Crows. You just became the king of Thessalonica. Oh my, what happened? Oh gosh, died a sickly infant. Peter got assassinated. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but I don't care. Bernard is going to be the heir to the Republic. It's murder time. Envious and arbitrary. There's too many traits. Attempt number 2. He is comely, but like that's gonna stop anyone with its good looks. I finally managed to stay alone in a discreet place from everything. That's not talk. He turned his back and did not hesitate. Drawing my concealed stilettos, I tried to finish my parade. He suddenly turned around, staring suspiciously at me. I just have time to wound myself on when there's an assassin around. I just done hurt myself. How does he know? Hurry up with this. Do I have to bribe you people? He is a bad person. He's a bad boy. That's the reason why I framed him. Just this obstacle left. If I execute him right now, that'll be considered, and we just get it over with. But no, I'd just rather have a, I don't know, clean slate. And when is the next murder attempt coming? Your next murder attempt will be on August 12th. Next August. Okay. Third and final chance, alright? Third and final chance. If this doesn't work for the third time, I am going to execute him. And be a kinslayer, then retire rich. Okay? Just make your money in the next coming months. Because my boy here needs to be Doge now. Cannot wait any longer. Dysentery. She survived pneumonia, but she didn't survive dysentery. I'm sure you'll find a suitable wife in your future. But right now, just hurry up and die, hurry up and die. This is probably one of the worst episodes I've ever done in terms of despicable acts you have done against your family, only to benefit your own branch of the family in the Republic. God dang it! Everybody knows the plot. Because you took too long. All of you took too long. You got 1 month to come up with a plot, or I'm going to do this myself. And it'll be the last attempt. Because if I somehow fail this again, if he knows for whatever reason, then, and only then, I'm going to execute him. I might as well pick up that lunatic trade while you're at it. August 13th. In the meantime, for the last time, let's see what I'm going to do this time. This is becoming like one of those old wacky cartoons where, you know, a villain tries to do something, and then the protagonist knows. It's like, hey, what you doing? And then he's like, oh, no, nothing. And then, and if he tries something, it backfires on him. Finally, I was able to be alone as I did a simple delicacy of exquisite taste. Just give him a different menu. Discreet drop the deadly poison in one of its dish. Place custom, just have him wait. Smiling, you ask you to try to poison delegates first. That is it! I'm out of here! Take over! Everybody knows that I'm Kidslayer now, but I don't give a damn anymore. But so yep, after that he goes on a retirement. They're greeted by the monks in the monastery. They are pleased by your visit and your plans. The stress and seriousness of becoming a monk, that's sure to be sure both God's will and your own doesn't matter. I leave the world behind and must be certain that monastic life is truly my calling. I wish to serve God with you, brothers. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I am going to retire rich. Yep, I'm retiring rich. So screw you, everybody. And let my son Bernard take over as the new Doge of the Republic of Amalfi. Correct. Yes, that's correct. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you episode with this. As Doge Hildeprand turns around before he decides to serve God with his brothers, he'll just put, I don't know. Just imagine, he either gives double middle fingers or possibly do the two, you know, peace signs, you know, like Nixon before, you know, he gets on that plane. That's what it's like for Doge Hildeprand, the Scarred. He decided to go retire as a monk, but he ain't going to be living an ascetic lifestyle. Nope. He's going to retire happily and rich. And hopefully he recovers from his wounds as well, after he stabbed himself with a concealed stiletto. But we wish you the best, Doge Hildeprand. Wish you all the best. A little respect. So in the next episode, we will see the beginning of the reign of Doge Bernard of Amalfi. He's 25 years old, and he's got a lot of years ahead of him. And he will find a new girl of his dreams, as he is a graduate of the university, as he was too. And so Hildeprand decides to go to Tripoliana. So that's where he decides to go retire. He lives in Tripoli. Yes, Tripoli, Libya. Berbers live there, but it's Catholic, so yes, a good place to go on a vacation, a desert country. Yeah. Maybe he'll be a desert hermit where no one can bother him in his happily rich retirement. While there's a lot of more money to be made and more. But we hope to see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.